Hi, Nick. How are you? Hi, Suze.
Hello.
Suze, what are two glamorous rock chicks doing in the children's book business?
Look, escaping.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. We're just being little. We're going into the Beatrix Potter zone. It all started, a couple of decades ago, Suze? What did we work out?
Yeah, I think I was just looking at the credits here because Alice, my daughter, would have been very small, probably she's about to turn 21, I'd say about 20 years ago.
Yes, I've got your dedication in front of me to our little adventurers, Alice, Ivy, Oliver and Harmony.
Yeah.
So, well, take me back all the years ago when you first met, though, because you've been playing together for a lot of years, haven't you?
Yeah, well, we met when we were both in bands, and the Falling Joys were this cool band that we would go and see, and so Suzie was very influential to my life, and I thought you were very cool, and I wanted to do what you did, so I did it. And we became friends in the process.
Seriously, did the Falling Joys lead to the Clouds in a way?
Yeah, well, we ended up with the same management team, and we used to play together a lot, and we lived in the same area and hung out together. So, we ended up just being, music buddies. And
So both of your bands, break up amicably, basically, but you've come back to play again. What's that been like for you to all get together again?
Yeah, it was great. Well, we kind of are still in the middle of it because Trish, the bass player, got food poisoning coming home from the last show in Fremantle, which was only like a week and a half ago.
Really?
So the whole rest of the tour has been postponed till February. I'll give you those dates. But
yes, please.
But anyway, it was going really well, wasn't it, Suze? It was really fun.
Until that moment.
Yeah.
Well, another dodgy Chico roll on the road. Is that what's happened?
It was the beef. Let's not start about the beef.
Okay.
But anyway, it's
so
been going well.
Just musically speaking, what's that been like? It must be a different atmosphere backstage and on stage compared to 20 years ago.
Some things don't change though, Nick.
Yeah.
Some things that they really don't change. But I'd have to say, from my perspective, just hearing some new Cloud songs has been really fantastic, and we're slowly adding some new songs into our repertoire. But
well, what's it like being the rock goddess for your kids watching on?
They don't seem to see it that way, do they?
No, but I was surprised that I think they were kind of a little bit taken aback, because I do have to stop being mum. I'm, become Suzie and all that. And I do like to rock out. I do get caught up in it. But they're not too bad. I mean, that might change, but no.
I think they're very proud, really.
I think they are too.
Would they pretend to be embarrassed and, mum's just so shocking, but they're secretly really proud?
No, no, they're proud. You can tell.
I suppose, with their peers and things, there aren't many other mums like Jodi and I that actually get up and with guitars and write songs and play in a rock band.
Yeah.
So there is that.
I would be very proud if I was one of your kids, let me tell you. So are you writing this for potential grandchildren? Is that the aim?
No,
who do you think of when you write
Well,
this?
Suzie, you wrote the story, so we said 20 years ago?
Yeah, and, I was driving, I lived just past Yass, and I was just driving and trying to think, where did that idea come from? And I'm not sure if it was a dream. I think I like the sound of the Pinkin Winkin Wolly Woo. It was kind of musical. But lucky for me, Jodi wanted to come on board, and look, if anyone's seen Jodi's work, it's just so extraordinary. And in fact, looking at the book here in front of me, I wish it was like an iPhone and you could kind of zoom in, to look at because the detail is extraordinary. And there's actually little things in there that I've missed before. And so it's a really great, it's very visual. It's a really fantastically visual book, and it's in rhyme, which is slightly different too. So it's a nice thing to be read to with.
Well, it was only a few months ago when the Clouds were reforming, and I had Jodi in the studio that I got some of her background about being in Mambo all those years ago, but really secretly wanting to be in a band. And this is really the first of the illustrations that I've seen, and they really are very beautiful. Were you drawing them 20 years ago, or did that come later?
I've always drawn. That was my first thing since I was a kid.
Yeah. But this particular book, were you working on this all those years ago, or just recently?
Oh, well, yeah, when Suzie wrote the story and I read it, I just fell in love with the story, and I just went, okay, I'll illustrate it. But, we didn't know anything about making books back then, and we still don't.
Yeah.
So what's been the process of getting it into this form that's in front of me now?
Oh, well, we just slowly kind of took it to printers and got it formatted. So this is just the second time we've printed it.
Yeah.
And we keep making little improvements every time. Next time, when these sell out, we'll probably do a different version again. There's one drawing I want to add.
Well, you could do an e-book. You could do
We'd love
an
to.
iPad book.
We could do anything. I mean, I can see a TV. I can see an animated show with these characters.
Oh, totally.
They're gorgeous characters.
And with this rhythm and rhyme, it's crying out for a song. Surely there's a tune you sing this to.
It's just the possibilities are endless.
A few people have actually said that, we could go down that track. But what I also like about it as well is because it's about a snail who isn't, necessarily the kind of the sexiest sort of animal to think of. But I love about Pinkin. He's a snail, and there's this kind of euphemistic sort of carrying your baggage on your back, like taking life with you and all the challenges that we face. So that was kind of where I was coming from.
And he finds a little friend that literally gives him wings, and he discovers a different way of kind of looking at the world.
Isn't that cute?
Which I love that. A snail with wings is just a great image.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
The farmer with the bells.
Well, we should talk about him, Jared.
Tell me about the farmer with the bells.
He's a bit Buddhist, isn't he? He's
Jingle and jangle and ring-a-ding, the farmer sewed bells onto everything.
Well, he's like the Buddhist monks who go around brushing the footpath before them to get the little creatures out of the way so they don't step on them.
Ah, Jain Buddhist, okay.
Yeah, and I was just remembering that too, that there was a hilarious Jerry Lewis movie. I'm not sure if it was a Mad Professor or one of those ones, but he loved animals so much that he would do exactly that because he couldn't bear to even walk on an ant.
Oh, I didn't even know it came from that.
Wow. So how's it gone so far? In a second printing, do I take that as evidence of huge success?
God.
You're up there with Mem Fox.
It's charting in New York.
Was this for sale alongside the Clouds and Falling Joys merch at
You
gigs?
betcha.
Yeah. Yeah.
So all of your fans with small
pen ready
children
to sign.
like me.
That's right.
I'm very pleased the Bee's playing the trombone. So the more trombones for us Daggy trombone players are out there, I'm happy. So are there more in the works? Do we have to wait another 20 years?
Well, we'd love to do more. It's just, finding the time to do all the stuff you want to do. I mean, if we sell all of these, then yes, maybe we will. I don't know. Suze, you got some more? I mean, it's easy to adapt the characters just to keep going. I mean, he could have just so many adventures.
He could, and I'm looking at Alf, the farmer here, and we did actually base him. Do you remember the band called the Johnnies, Nick?
Oh yeah,
yeah. There's going to be a showdown.
That's them. Well, this is actually based on Slim, who's a very dear friend of ours, and he came to stay at Mount Victoria for one night and ended up staying 5 years. So he became part of the furniture, and so Jodi very cleverly, that's Slim as a farmer.
That is sweet. Yeah. That's really cute. Well, look, I wish you all the best with the book. Where can people get it,
Okay,
Jodi?
They have to go to rogerlovesbetty.com,
right?
Which is mine and Tim's website. So everything we do is kind of contained in that website, and that's where we sell it from. So it's in the mail order section.
Right. Pinkin Winkin Wolly Woo. rogerlovesbetty.com, or you can go to Jodi Phillis Music if you want to know more. So thank you very much for coming in. Delightful book, and when I have grandchildren one day, I'll pass it on.
Thanks,
wonderful.
Nick.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Nick.
Bye,
Thank
Suze.